Look at those Denver jerseys.
Denver. Wow.
That's a handsome sweater.
There's your stripes, though.
Like lots of stripes on those sleeves.
Stripes. Jay, you like those?
Oh, God, that's too many stripes.
No, you're wrong about that.
You know what? If you
Balance.
put those stripes the other way down the length arm, they look like Ronald McDonald outfits.
They do. They do.
You know what else is happening? That I saw pics from the practice. The Ravens are wearing those purple helmets and the purple uniforms.
Ooh.
And there's pictures on their Instagram from practice.
Yeah.
Those purple helmets are looking good.
It's about time you started coming around. See, I'm just
I need
ahead of my time.
I need to, maybe that's true, but I need to see. It helps me when I see them on field.
Yeah,
it looks different than in some studio lighting. I don't know why it looks better in natural light for me.
Oh yeah, well, that makes sense. You know what I think was my favorite line from last week's episode was,
"What's that?
You ready to bust a nut, kiddo?"
Did that get?
It's in there.
Is it in there?
Yeah, it's great. I listened to that, that made me laugh. And Jay, you said something along the lines of, "Yeah, I guess I'm ready to bust a nut."
Ready to bust the nut, kiddo? Okay.
Well, shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Uni-Versed, a semi-weekly podcast where we like aesthetics more than winning records. I'm your host, Jay Danger, as always, and I'm joined by my favorite people in the world, Gary Branville. How you doing, Gary?
We're doing good.
Chicken dicks today. All right.
All the way,
Dr. Zun is here too, the star of the show. Hey, thanks for coming on, Dr. Zun. You got anything fun to say?
No, I don't have anything fun to say, guys.
All right. Well, we're fucking around today. Let's dive into the universe.
Thanks, Jay. As our longtime Zunatic listeners know, that we've been discussing each NFL division, ranking their teams based on their overall look. Today is the Uni-Bowl.
Oh, baby.
Where we're going to have each division winner face off until we crown a champion for the entire league. We've crowned the Bears, the Giants, the Dolphins, Panthers, Colts, 49ers, and Chargers as best dressed in their respective divisions. And we have a tie in the AFC North between the Browns and the Steelers. Today, we've set up a bracket featuring head-to-head matchups. We're going NFC on one side of the bracket, AFC on the other side of the bracket. Our initial matchups will pit the North divisions versus the South and the East versus the West. We have a lot to talk about today. So let's dive right into the universe.
Let's dive right in.
Wait.
So
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
Just wait. I gotta cue the song here for the Uni-Bowl. Hold on. Just a second.
Oh my gosh.
Great radio here.
Pull out his Zune. He got it.
Let me get my
Zune
Zune
is just loading.
Get your Zune loaded up with the Uni-Bowl music.
I got it loaded up. Ready? Oh, that's not the one.
Whoa. Chills. All right.
I can't wait to get a cease and desist for that.
Let's get a cease and desist.
You know what? This podcast is not even worth fucking AI scrubbing.
Basketball.
Yep, but it's a better song.
It is. This wasn't the one I was looking for either.
All right, it's like a little round ball rock.
What was I looking? What is the other good one that I was trying to think of? The other good.
I don't know.
There's like 3 of them.
There's
Dun,
three
dun,
or four
dun,
now.
dun, dun, dun.
That's Monday Night Football. That one stinks.
I kind of like
That one
that one.
stinks. Fox Sports is the best, I think.
How's that one go? How's that go?
Is that not the one you just played? It was
No, that was NFL on NBC.
Oh.
Not a thing anymore, I don't think, is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
There's still
Sunday Night Football.
Duh. What's Amazon's Thursday Night Football theme song like? Do you know?
It's not great.
Nah, I wouldn't expect it to be.
That's Fox.
Oh, classic, yeah. Oh, is this like a MIDI version?
Kind of. Sounds good, though.
Remix. You know, speaking of remixes, you know what happens to me like at least 2-3 times a week? I get R. Kelly's Ignition remix stuck in my head, and I have to like stop and be like, "Fuck! I gotta listen to something else to get that out of my head. I gotta clear it out. I can't be walking around singing."
Why?
Fucking
I don't normally do this.
Ignition.
I don't normally do this with some people. Listen, Robert Kelly.
Yeah.
If you could separate the art from the artist.
Imagine his after parties. Ooh,
and then after the party,
it's the hotel lobby. And around about 4, you got to clear the lobby. Take it to your room and get with somebody.
Sounds like it's still in your head.
It is, and it just came right back. Anyway,
That's
Jay,
okay.
Let's go. Uni-Bowl.
Uni-Bowl. All right. So our matchup.
There's a YouTube video of R. Kelly, and he is like telling people. I think is he in Africa or Somalia doing a show, and he's telling people like he's singing it though, like he wants to bring him back home, and he's like, "You got to get your shots," and you.
Oh, that's great.
And then like the backup vocals are singing it. Oh, and he's recruiting girls in Ethiopia.
Oh, good.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America?
Oh my God.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America?
Rob. Holy shit, that's
Is
great.
that like a real thing?
Yeah,
That sounds
it's
like
not.
something.
It's improvised.
It sounds like something South Park would have done,
I
making fun of
know.
him.
Yes.
That's what I meant. Like I thought it was like a parody.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's very real.
That's
It's
him.
R.
That's
Kelly.
Rob. Would you like to come
Rob.
back with Rob?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? The 2 requirements.
requirements. That's all I
to come
need to
back
know.
to America with Rob.
Yeah.
If you're an Ethiopian woman. Passport, shots.
Check.
All right, Uni-Bowl. Let's get into this. So our matchups. Our first one is San Francisco 49ers versus New York Giants. Also in the NFC, we have the Carolina Panthers versus the Chicago Bears. On the AFC side, we have a fatal 3-way match versus the Indianapolis Colts, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Cleveland Browns. And then the other matchup in the AFC is the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Miami Dolphins. So those are our matchups that we're going to be talking about today.
These are some good matchups.
They
Jay.
are.
Like they're
Mostly.
they're seated very like uniforms with each other, I feel like.
Yeah, they really are.
I think this is good. This is exciting. I'm excited about this.
You're excited?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So today, rather than describing all of the uniforms that we're going to be talking about, you'll have to go back. You'll have to go back and listen to previous episodes so you can hear them if you want to hear the descriptions.
There's going to be a paywall where we'll know if you didn't listen. You won't be able to listen to this one.
You can go to our Patreon and get the descriptions. No.
Yeah, Patreon.
But yeah, we're just going to be talking about what we like, dislike about the uniforms in the particular matchup rather than describing them. So go back and listen to the episodes in which we feature the full descriptions of the uniforms if you'd like that. So the first one, San Francisco 49ers versus New York Giants. Guys, what do you think of this matchup? I want to hear it.
This is on field. It's probably a very pleasant matchup to watch. Especially if the Giants wear the blue tops and the 49ers wear the white.
I was just going to ask. Sorry, Gary. I was just going to ask.
Yeah.
What if which one of these is the home team in our Uni-Bowl matchup here?
You know, it's all.
Yeah, I know, but
menagerie.
We can play the fucking game.
That's how I would set it up. If the uniform combination I would most like to see on the field, Giants blue tops, 49ers whites.
Which whites though? Are you going to put them in the throwbacks?
No, the currents.
All whites? The currents?
Yeah,
No,
the gold pants.
That's a mistake.
I'd find the other way too, but you asked.
I shouldn't have. I guess.
That's the best to complement each other. I feel like.
Yeah, if we're trying to go for an overall game look, I agree, Gary. I think blue tops for Giants. Ooh, although I don't know. I might like white top Giants.
White top Giants?
White top Giants and red top Niners might be good too.
I want white top Giants versus white top Niners. Remember, they're using the same jerseys.
Yeah.
They are
the
basically the same.
The
That's what we
shoulders.
said last time. That's the same uniforms. They just remember the Giants even have the 49ers word mark across the chest. They're getting their old ones. I don't give a shit which way you do it.
I know that you don't like those Giants ones.
I don't hate them, actually, now that I'm looking at them again. Now that we're revisiting these after a
I
while.
like this. Pull that up. Pull up the whole Giants. Get up there, Jason, so Andy can take it all in.
Right there. Leave me there. See, I kind of wish they wore that throwback.
He likes those flesh tone pants.
You like the old 100th anniversary weird mishmash of three different uniforms.
Yeah, that's a cool one. It's got that Michigan Wolverines helmet with different colors on it. It's got the horizontal block coloring going. It's a sandwich. It's a sandwich jersey.
It's like an Oreo.
It is, but red, blue in the middle and red on the bottom, and fleshy pants. And then a weird
socks that don't go all the way up to the knees like the other ones, apparently.
Yeah, no kidding.
No. They had a ration fabric back then, so I don't care which way you do it. These don't look bad. These are actually, I kind of like what I'm liking on those white uniforms they have is the thick red stripe surrounded by the two thin ones.
Sure.
That's a good look.
That is a nice look. I do like the thick and the thin.
I would be shocked if all of a sudden you're swayed and you're going with the Giants over San Francisco. That would be
so just I went back and I listened to our rankings just to kind of check the tapes to see where
Jay listened to the last 8 episodes.
I did. Full 8 episodes. The last little bit where we ranked
all night last night.
There's a lot of self-research here.
Talk about dedication and preparation.
So the 49ers, we unanimously chose them as the best in the NFC West. We gave them a total of 12 points. NFC East champion, the Giants. Gary and I ranked them as the best in the NFC East, and Andy rated them third, and that netted them 10 total points.
Sounds about right.
So
today,
the when Jade pulled those up, the Giants ones up too. It's the blue is popping for daddy. I'm liking this.
See, the problem with the blue jerseys is not enough stripes in that jersey.
See, but that's why I like it. There's no red on it at all. There's no stripe.
That's weird.
I like the white pants with that blue jersey too. the more I look at this, this is a tougher decision than I thought.
Although I do like that they have those thicker stripes, Andy, that you pointed out on the Giants.
Yeah, and that
Like
white ones.
thick, the one thick and one thin on the sleeves, even too.
Yep, that's a good look.
You gotta have a thickie in there. On those white pants on the Giants, where they do the gray in between the stripes.
Is that what's happening?
Necessary? I believe so.
Are you sure? Because I don't see that.
In the blue one, for the blue jersey.
In the white, the blue jersey,
the
white pants.
Oh, blue jersey, white pants. You're saying?
Yes, not the white, because they're different pants. They're both white though.
Yeah, I'm looking
But they
at
have
some
a
good
gray.
close-ups now of the white.
They got a gray between the red and blue stripes. Is that correct? Or am I seeing that correctly, Jay?
That's what I'm seeing too, Gary.
I mean, I've got the LASIK surgery, so I'm going to go with what my eyes tell me.
I was going to ask you about that. How you like that? They're pretty good. They've been good. I wish I had that.
It's been It's been money well spent. It's one of the best things I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, I need to do that. I don't know why the fuck.
Do it. It's fucking great. Sauna. Don't get fogged up. Kids aren't going to break my glasses.
I don't wear my glasses except for when I'm going to bed. But what the justification I put on it lately, how I'm selling it is hey, something happens in the middle of the night. There's a fire or something. I'm in a panic. I knock my fucking glasses off the desk. I'm worthless.
Dead.
I can't see a fucking thing. I'm literally
you know what?
worthless.
I'm gonna grab my gun, whether I can see or not. I'm gonna start firing.
Yeah, exactly. I hear a sound in the middle of the night.
Listen,
You know
woman.
me, I start shooting.
Listen, woman.
Bullets are flying, whether I can see or not.
Yeah. You get out of my way.
I'm telling you this now, so if you go down, it's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
No, I love the LASIK. Highly recommend.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Back to
Anyway,
So back to the 49ers and Giants. So we got to start making some decisions here.
Yeah, we got a lot of these to go through.
I was just gonna ask. Wait, are we doing all these matchups tonight?
Yes.
Got it.
Let's go through these, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, then fuck. Come on. Let's just give the 49ers the vote and move on.
Well, I mean, we could see how much time we have too, and if we have to do like the championships.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah. I didn't expect us to do the champ. I thought we were just doing like NFC here.
First round.
No,
I was concerned that I was like, we don't have to. What the fuck? What happened?
Jay got the boot.
Giants Niners. So, for your listeners out there, we had some technical difficulties and we stopped recording, and we recorded almost the entire episode from this point on, and it's not there. So we're going back and we're going to recap some of the things that we talked about. So we're going to talk about the first three matchups here: 49ers Giants, Panthers Bears, and then the fatal three-way. And then we will kind of tell you what we decided, and then we're going to move on from there. So 49ers Giants, guys, what did we say on that one?
Well, we said that Downs is coming around on those Giants uniforms.
Yeah, they're nice guys. I remember them.
The white pants have an alleged gray in the pants stripe. You don't think they do?
No, we talked about this, and you looked at it and you're like, no, wait, maybe not the white pants, the gray or the other pants.
No, the white pants have gray in them.
I think this part was recorded, guys.
Fuck.
Well, you're hearing it again.
I hope so.
What didn't get recorded was us rating them, so let's rate them.
Boom, okay. Niners win.
Niners
win.
Go ahead. Moving
Closer
on.
than you think, though. Closer than you think.
Yes.
Moving on, we're going to be talking about the Panthers and the Bears. What did we decide on those uniforms?
Well, we decided that the Vikings numbers not so offensive.
No,
Except for they are
quite nice.
No, that's wrong. We talked for a good
Bears,
15 minutes
because
about how bad they suck.
the Bears throwbacks and the shared numbers with the Vikings. Is
No.
that what was?
They don't,
No,
because
not at all.
they don't do the dumb thing where one number is different.
We don't know that. We've only seen the
Nope.
single digit.
No, they don't do that, and they don't
But-
have.
They have lots of stripes.
They do have lots of stripes. The Bears throwbacks have a very Michigan Wolverines-esque looking helmet, but it's navy and orange.
And lots of great
And-
stripes.
Lots of stripes on the uniform, on the pants, on the socks, everywhere. They got stripes on stripes on stripes.
But for how great that 1936 throwback is, it is completely negated by their all orange helmet and orange jersey. So it's just like a wash. We go back to their basics, and for doing that, the Panthers are coming out on top.
Well, let's not just say that. The Panthers
they're
are doing plenty of legwork themselves because
Panthers
these
are
are
excellent.
they
a
sure
handsome
are.
uniform.
You're right. I don't mean to sell them short.
No, they keep every time I see them, they're getting better. Even then, I see the black ones. The black uniforms look good to me.
I
So
think we decided the electric blue looks great. The black helmet, that's the top. That's the
top.
one. Mm-hmm.
it's a good one. So
That's a good one. And then we've got our fatal three-way between the Browns, the Steelers, and the Colts. This was a contentious one because we just all voted on what we thought our top in this matchup was going to be. But let's kind of recap what we talked about. First, you guys came around on the Adidas striping on the
that is not true at all.
Colts.
Revisionist history on all for all of us. You fucking guys. Totally not what we talked about. Those stripes suck. We talked about that, and they're never coming around on them.
But what stripes do not suck?
The stripes that don't suck is those alternate Cleveland Browns uniforms that have lots of orange and brown.
Those the white Browns uniforms. Check them with the drop shadow numbers. It might be those numbers. Those numbers get me every time, regardless of jersey. But the white helmet with the white shirt and the white pants and the plethora of brown and orange stripes.
Lots of good striping on it.
Maybe it's fall.
Yeah.
That's a very fall
good
theme.
fall thing, yeah.
But just the Browns uniforms overall too. The regular homes with the orange pants.
We talked about how we like those
Brown
Browns.
shirts.
Simple gray face mask. That's killer.
The white face mask.
White face mask.
White, sorry, the white face mask and the they have a brown one on those white helmets, right? The white
Yes,
tails,
correct.
yeah. I like
correct,
that.
Mundo.
It's a good contrast.
Just the three colors. Yeah. And the Colts, I don't know. The Flacco looks good.
Yep, his aerodynamic helmet. He looks like he's Jim Harbaugh from 1980.
Steelers.
Gary's changing his tune on the number font. He was saying that like
he
italic.
retracted that though.
Yeah,
I did.
okay.
I went back. Because I need to see a man. I need to look at a
This is
man.
Yeah, he likes looking at. You gotta look at the men.
You, I mean,
And then you also.
do you have a
There
passport?
you go.
Did you get your shots? If you wanna come with Rob back to America.
There we go. I was
I
gonna say.
kind of hope that didn't get recorded from earlier in the episode, and that's just the first time that people are doing that.
Rob K. Passport and shots.
Yeah, God.
So we let's do our voting quick.
Yeah.
For the fans here. Go ahead, Andrew.
Oh yeah, I rapid fired this all out earlier. So the Colts get my third place, the Steelers get my second place, and the Browns get number one. I don't love the Colts uniforms, the Steelers unis. There's nothing wrong with them. I do enjoy them, but the Browns jerseys are just that great. And also Brownie. Let's not forget about Brownie.
Let's not forget Brownie. We should have maybe done a little bit more mascot talk. When I was watching the Jameis highlights the other day, Brownie was
Big Brownie in the
prominent
middle
on
of
that
the field.
field. Oh, what a great
That's cool.
choice.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
They don't do a lot of things right in Cleveland. Uniforms and brownie are probably the only two that they've done right in the past
Uniform
30 years.
or roster construction, not
good.
not great.
Decision making, just
speaking
only
of
on aesthetics.
Speaking of real quick, speaking of mistakes in Cleveland, I've really come around to Baker Mayfield now, and I just
That's because he's on your fantasy team
no,
slinging it.
that's not the only reason why. So
Okay.
I was after Thursday Night Football the other night. I'm looking through Prime, and there's usually just shit on there, and I came across some show, the one episode only, but it's I can't remember what it's called. It's Eli Manning presents something, and it's the premise is he puts some other player in disguise
Incognito.
and then incognito. So he did it with Baker Mayfield with all these Buck super fans in when they're doing like a stadium tour and everything like that, and it was entertaining. Baker Mayfield seems like a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, he does seem.
He seems legit.
I kind of like old Bake. But yeah, ranking these, I would go.
You gonna change?
It's no, I'm not. I was trying to figure out how to word it. I almost said the worst. There's no worst out of these three. These are great uniforms.
They're good.
But I'll rank them. Third place is the Steelers. Second place, Colts. Number 1 is the Cleveland Browns.
And what I did is I went Colts third, Browns second, Steelers first.
Right. And then what we did then, Gary asked if Jay would accept the results of the election, and Jay said, no, fuck you.
Fuck you. I'm going to storm the Capitol.
Yeah. Where were you on November 6th?
Well, I was wearing my Steelers jersey, and I was saying, fuck the Browns, fuck the Browns, fuck the Browns.
That's right.
There you go. Cleveland Browns.
So Cleveland Browns, they were the champions of that fatal three-way, and now we're all caught up to where we were when we realized that we stopped recording. So let's do this last matchup between the Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. Los Angeles Chargers, Miami Dolphins. What do we think of these guys? Because this is honestly the hardest one for me.
I agree.
This is the hardest one, and they're very oddly similar looking. The number font is not that far off from each other, other than that the Chargers italicized. I mean, they're obviously different, but they're very similar. They don't have much striping at all. No striping on their regular uniforms, do they?
The Dolphins? They do not. Just on the pants.
Okay. They do on the pants now?
Yep.
This is tricky. That's not tricky for me. I'm just trying to build some suspense.
Real quick live update. We have new World Series champions, guys.
Oh, and we're spending a time doing this, and I could have been watching that.
Yeah, who cares?
I'm disappointed that the Yankees even won a game.
Me too. I wanted a sweep.
I wanted to sweep one of my employees is she's a big Yankees fan. She's got all kinds of family in New York. And I told her Yankees aren't even going to win a game. I didn't think that. I mean, I legitimately didn't think they would. And they're not a good team.
I have zero thoughts, zero things to add about baseball.
You don't think the Yankees are a good team?
They're a good team, but they're
pretty.
Not in the.
They were not about baseball. I know that's kind of a stretch.
They were overachievers.
I don't know.
I do think. Look at this. Look at the numbers, Jason, and you can get back to me.
And they're a kind of a stacked team.
Speaking of looking at the numbers, why don't you take a look at the Miami Dolphins numbers and the Chargers numbers and see what you think of those? And you're right, it is pretty similar.
They're kind of similar.
Yeah, they're a little bit similar.
A little similar.
Yeah, the Chargers have a little bit sharper of edges.
And a little narrower.
And maybe a little narrower, yeah.
You know what? When I look at these, I wanted it to be closer, I think, in my head. But it's just not. It's not that close.
It's not. It's not. It's not. It's to be fair, I didn't vote for the Dolphins as my number one choice in that division. No. I still think, and I stand by it. I still think the Bills.
And actually, you voted. So the way that we voted for the Chargers was unanimous, and the Dolphins, Andy and Jay ranked them as first. Gary ranked them as third, so they weren't even second place for you in this division, Gary.
Yeah, the Jets were better former than me, which I don't think. I don't know. I'm still odd about that. I'm sure how I feel about that because those Jets uniforms, I don't think they're very good. I wish they had. The throwback is good, but their currents aren't as good.
I thought I was gonna like those Jets ones a little bit better when I was looking at them, and then when you see them live on TV, it's like they're very underwhelming.
Super underwhelming. But with the throwbacks are good. When they wore those the other week, those look good.
Great. Those are great.
Yeah, these Dolphins ones are pretty good. A teal pant. I like the teal pants. I got the teal pants with the white top.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good combo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a hot take here. I think I like the current Dolphins unis better than their throwbacks.
I don't think that's that hot. I
don't think so either because we talked about that during the episode, how they're kind of on equal playing field.
Yeah, with the equal playing field. Yeah, I guess. But I don't know. I like them better. They could use a bit more stripe though.
What about the logo?
I like that logo, but I miss the Dolphin playing for his own team though. That's fine. I do.
What if you threw a helmet on? What if you threw a helmet and a football on his fin?
That'd be fine.
It's just his positioning is a little different. Yeah. He's like more swimming instead of like standing.
You want a football playing dolphin, not a swimming dolphin.
Yeah, I don't. But the question is, do you put a helmet on him and the helmet logo is the logo of him with the helmet logo, like we talked about, just the perpetual thing,
I think it's the M.
I think you just give the M because I think
his own
team.
Yeah,
great.
That's the way to do it.
That being said,
Chargers
are slam dunk.
Yeah,
I really want the Dolphins to move on, but I have to agree the Chargers are just so good.
Looking at these, I've been thinking about these Chargers uniforms since we talked about them last. I can't shake them. I like the powder blue shirt with the white pants.
Oh, do you?
I do.
I think that's my least favorite combination, to be honest with you.
Really? It's a good one. The yellow pants are nice, but I don't know. The white pants are.
I like those navies. I think the navies is my. That's the one that's really gets me.
Really,
is my least favorite.
I like it just because it's a little back to the 90s and aughts.
Yeah, something about it's pretty good.
I just want more powder blue in my life.
Yeah. All right, sorry Dolphins, but
sorry Dolphins, you're not moving on. Chargers are moving on.
Chargers. What's our bracket look like, Jay? We got. This is the NFC.
Oh man, this is going to be really hard.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't want to do that. I don't even want to.
None of either of these matchups I don't like.
So we've got the 49ers facing off against the Panthers.
49ers versus Panthers, and we've got the Browns versus the Chargers.
Jesus.
So we'll start off with the NFC, the 49ers versus Panthers, guys. What do we think of this matchup? And
this is so hard.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this was back when the Panthers came into the league. Were they not in the NFC West? Was this not a divisional game back then?
That's a great question.
I think they were.
I'm going to Google it.
Which is weird because they were on the East Coast, but they played in the NFC West.
Following 2001, the Falcons, the Panthers, and the Saints left the NFC West. They were all apparently in the NFC West.
What the hell? How big of a division was that?
It's strange. It's a strange one.
You know, I was thinking about this, guys. This is a good opportunity where you can look at the same player in both uniforms with Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, this is a Christian McCaffrey bowl here.
So here's the deal. I think old C-Mac looks better in a Niners uniform.
You do.
Mm-hmm. I do. Are they?
They look a little different. Are those Reeboks or Nikes, though? Speaking of that, that's like when I first started noticing. I felt like the NFL was switching jerseys every year.
Yeah.
They had that one year when it was Puma, like in 90, is that 98? But somewhere around there, but it was like Puma, Starter. I feel like Champion probably had it for a year. It was real, they were kind of jumping around with their uniform providers. Then Reebok out of nowhere had them forever.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that is the difference now is that
Is the blue different?
Well, I think the blue is different actually, but the main thing is they shrunk the sleeve stripe a little bit. The shoulder stripe, it's not as wide now, I don't think. Or is that just me?
I think that's just the lighting in those pictures.
Honestly, it's really hard to tell. Because they did update these Panthers uniforms, but they just did shit like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe it is less goofy. He does look better in the Niners uniform.
I agree here,
but
too.
I don't know if that's going to sway my decision here. Because you look at this son of a bitch and black helmet, blue shirt, blue pants, black socks.
That is...
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots?
This might be one of my only... Like, I don't like the monochromes like Andy does.
Same, I'm with you.
But I like this look.
Yes, I agree. It might be because it's, I don't know, if it's the stripe and the socks that are breaking it up enough, or it's just that blue is such a good blue. And that's what I think it is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a really good look. It really, it all works very well together.
It does. I want to take it back home to America.
I do too. Get it a fucking passport. Get it at Shots.
Come with Rob.
Come with Rob. Bring him home.
Come home with Robbie.
But look at the 49ers, though. This is going to be so hard. I fucking hate that. I thought this was going to be the easiest one out of these last two.
Hey, wait, can we just quickly, this is an Instagram picture that we're looking at of this uniforms. Can we look at this one guy's horrible
Comments.
These are terrible. Panthers, why did the shade of blue change? Black helmets against another team with black helmets? These look like bad high school unis. Joke of a franchise. Is that
guy's wrong. JR48.
That's Gary wrote that, I think. That was
JRC48.
You're on fucking blast.
Yeah, you're done for JRC48. Get out of here.
Get out of here. If you're listening to this podcast right now, and you probably are because you got some Zune takes on uniforms.
Yeah. Although it's only a half Zune take. Half of what he said sounds exactly like Gary. He said black helmets against another team with black helmets.
I get that.
But it sounds like something you would get pissed about.
But the picture that we're looking at is just the Panthers uniform. We're not discussing the jersey matchup, and that's not what the Panthers are posting. Best jerseys in the league, says Asher.
Yeah, I know.
We're just reading Twitter now.
Go tough. Go back up to this other idiot. Go scroll up.
Frankie Yock 71 says hashtag keep pounding.
That's their hashtag.
Oh, it is.
Go back up to the top. This guy,
Mr.
No, go back down to Mr. the Goat.
Mr. the Goat. Yep. Do all black
with those helmets. Okay, I'd like to see it, but
I would do it.
All right. Do they do it all black with those helmets though? Wasn't that
also this Joe's Pa or whatever that guy's? How about pay attention to winning more than the uniform? Fuck you, dude. The uniform.
Yeah, guess what? They can't win, so they may as well look good.
That's what this podcast.
You know what? You know what step one to winning is? Joe Pa.
Yeah, looking good.
Yeah, that's what this podcast is all about. We don't care
the rest.
About
listen,
records,
right? The wins will come.
Yep.
As long as they start looking good.
Yep.
Anyway,
all right.
That's us roasting these fucking idiots on Instagram.
that should be a new segment.
Yeah.
Bad takes from Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. Oh, here we go. Hold on. You're just asking with all black with the black helmet. There it is.
It exists.
Last year, I think they must have worn it because that's Brian Burns, who's not on the team anymore.
It's a fine uniform per se, but I think the blue on blue with a black helmet is where it's at.
It is.
Yeah.
That's absolutely correct. But how does it compare with this 49ers get up? I know Andy's a big fan of these fullbacks, throwbacks.
I certainly am, and I don't like how hard this is.
I don't either.
It's not even hard for me.
It's not.
You're
No.
not hard. You're not hard, Jay.
You're not hard.
No, I'm flaccid as hell, and
I'm rock
I know
hard.
where I'm going with this.
You do?
Yep.
What?
I think I know who you're going to go with, but
I think I do too. I got a feeling you're Zune here.
I think he is Zunin.
Yeah.
I really
I'm having
like,
a hard
I really
time.
like San Francisco. Like they got the nice classic look. The gold helmet is oof. I love it. Gold pants. That's great. I know Andy likes the throwback or the throwbacks or faux backs, whatever they are, better than the currents. But I think the currents are better with the gold pants. Maybe
It's
gold
only
pants
because of
on those.
Dion. It's really just because of Dion
I know it is,
on the Super Bowl and those.
but
Those
man,
helmets are great.
those Panthers unis. Ooh.
I'm gonna throw a Zune at you too. We're gonna go Panthers. I'm voting Panthers over the uniforms we thought were maybe the best in the league. Let's go Panthers.
Oh, yeah. I'm voting Panthers too.
Oh
I was
my
going to
God,
do it
we did
too because I know. It's and like every time I see it on the TV. I see it on social media. It's fun. Let's have some fun. Can we just have some fun?
Let's just have a little fun. It's not the of course there's nothing wrong with the Niners uniforms. They're great. They beat most of these other teams, I feel like.
They're
Maybe.
probably, I don't know. They're probably appropriate. Probably it is fourth. I don't know. They're good. That's out of 32 teams. Like
We're pretty damn good.
really fucking good.
Yep.
So
Panthers
in the, what are we calling this?
Uni-Bowl.
Uni-Bowl semifinals here.
This is now, yeah.
Now we got to decide between the Browns and the Chargers, and I'll let you guys discuss because I know what I'm going.
Well, this is where your extreme bias falls in, and there's no way you could have voted for the Browns to.
Well, I also
No.
had said on last episode made some proclamations about the Chargers. So.
Well, as did I.
Yeah, I suppose.
But like I said earlier, those Browns whites have really done it for me. And then I think that that's the best one. And then I look at their homes with the orange pants and the brown top and that white face mask. And it just looks so good. I'm undecided.
You know what I was thinking about was when the Browns uniforms first caught my eye as something that I liked. Like, I think I spent most of my life just being really indifferent to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then was it Josh
Babe.
Gordon came around.
Oh.
And him in a Browns uniform did something for me. He wore it well. He made them exciting. And it was like, hey, those are pretty good looking uniforms. And granted, they're not the same exactly as they are now. But
Are those the ones where they had the giant Browns over the numbers, though?
No, I think that was before, I think.
Before?
Like when they were still kind of straight up
pretty classic.
Looking.
Right.
There is something about like a freakishly athletic football player in a really like classic looking uniform that makes you notice.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
I hear
Joe
that.
Flacco.
Like Joe Flacco.
But also,
wearing-
but I feel like he's one where he's in an appropriate looking uniform. Like it's like remember Sam? So when Sam Bradford, he never had an appropriate uniform for him.
He didn't fit
Because
anywhere.
he was on the Rams, St. Louis Rams, because he had the sleeves, and then he went to the Eagles, and then he came to the Vikings, and he never had an appropriate uniform. So I wonder if he was on like the Colts or the 49ers or the Browns, if he would have looked better, and maybe his knees would have held up. Who's to say that he wouldn't be playing today if he was in a better uniform, more appropriate for him?
Hashtag Bradford sucks.
He does. Bradford sucks. No one's keeping him. This is the toughest matchup to me. This is my Super Bowl. These are the two best uniforms in the NFL, probably.
Mm.
I'm sorry, before I forget,
Overall.
just to backpedal 1 second there before we get to it. I was gonna say I saw the other night on the when the Rams were playing the Vikings in those dishwater uniforms, the Bones.
Yeah.
There was a thing they put on the screen that said that out of Matthew Stafford's draft class, he is the only active quarterback still in the league from that draft class.
Yeah.
Which the reason I thought of that was because Joe Flacco. How about that? He's starting, and was drafted in what, like 96? I feel like he's been around for fucking ever.
Yeah, 1996.
No, not 96, but I mean,
He was
it
who
feels
else
like
was
it,
in
right?
Flacco's draft class because he was was he the
I'm gonna
third?
I'm
or
gonna say 05.
No. You might be exactly right. It's probably 06 or 07 though. 06, I'm gonna say. Okay. Adrian Peterson was 2008. Maybe he was 2008.
Okay, so I got it, but also you get bonus points if you name his college.
Delaware State.
Wow.
No, Delaware.
Delaware, yeah.
Delaware State is baby blue with red. That's a Hornets. That's a good looking crew.
How the fuck do you know that?
Delaware is royal blue with gold.
Who's even
they're
seen Delaware or Delaware State's colleges? I mean,
this is when you're cycling through the teams in NCAA and your friend is passed out on the couch and you decide you're going to make the cigarettes.
that's what you do.
These
You're
things
paying
happen.
close attention to these
Things happen.
Division 2 teams.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so 2008 it was. I mean, geez, that seems way later than I remember him playing for. I remember him playing with Ray Lewis, and I mean,
Yeah,
he just seems like forever ago.
That's an odd time. That's a transitional time in our lives.
Yeah.
So it seems it could have been yesterday or it could have been 30 years ago.
I mean, he's still playing, which is fucking bonkers. Anyway, back to it. Sorry, Browns Chargers. What are we gonna do, Garrett? We got some doing.
Yes, this is. I think I'm decided, and just because I mean, we have to make a decision, and
we do.
Someone's gonna get hurt in this.
I'm gonna get my passports.
get your passports.
Jay, why don't you sing us a couple bars of
I just
"Come
did.
Back to America" with Rob? I want to hear you sing the whole thing.
I don't know the words.
So the words are: do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Do you want to come with Rob back to America?
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America?
There you go. My beautiful voice.
That was beautiful, Jason.
Yeah.
That's a J Danger original. It's called Ethiopia. Girl, come back to America.
Parentheses, Rob.
Parentheses, Rob. Oh, I'm ready. Decision has been made. Jay's got to get some sleep.
Browns.
That's your decision?
You're saying
That's my
Browns.
Browns.
Chargers.
Okay.
Chargers.
Do you accept the results, Andy?
The voting machines were rigged. They were hacked by Russia. Fine. Do it. Put them on there. I don't care.
They're not lumpy pillows.
All right. Now, on to the official Uni-Bowl. We have two very blue teams. We
Very
have
blue.
the Carolina Panthers in the NFC facing off against the AFC's champion, the Los Angeles Chargers.
God.
This is tough. This one is the hardest one so far tonight, I think.
It is a tough one. Shocked that before we started this whole thing that the Panthers have made it this far. But here we are.
Gary,
Just what an appreciation we have for them.
where did you rank them 12 years ago when we did this before?
12 years ago, when we ranked uniforms, I had the Carolina Panthers out of 32 NFL teams at 23.
And they haven't really fundamentally changed too much, right?
No, I had them behind teams. like the Seattle Seahawks, the Arizona Cardinals, which had terrible uniforms, Philadelphia Eagles, Washington, they had pretty good uniforms, Cincinnati, Green Bay.
Jesus.
Cincinnati's uniforms are back then they were pretty bad.
They were pretty bad.
He heard a
I
bird.
I either heard a bird or a child scream.
There's a cedar waxwing in his house.
But
this is a tough one.
this is a toughie.
Where did you have the Chargers ranked back then?
Chargers, and this was when the Chargers had updated their uniforms, I believe. They did. I know they did. But it wasn't the latest update.
No.
Chargers, I want to say they were at like 10.
Okay.
Chargers have no black
They do
anywhere. Like, not even like it's
Their navies, they're black.
Yeah. Like, their logo doesn't have black.
Mm-mm.
It's
not. They don't need it. They don't need black.
They absolutely do not.
No.
Absolutely do not.
Shit.
You know what I also like? The Panthers logo it has become a classic logo to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is so iconic and nearly perfect. It's it's different than what they originally came out with, but it's just like slightly modified different, like the eyes and the teeth and shit.
I feel like.
But it's like, it's really good. What if it was a little bigger on that helmet? Could it get a little bigger?
Oh no, don't do that. I think that'd be too big.
Yeah, you don't want any bigger than that.
It's already taking a lot of real estate on that shell.
It is. What if it's... See, I think that I don't like... And no NFL teams really do it other than the Bucks. But there's no like oversized logos on any helmets. Yeah. I think the Panthers could... let's see what we're doing with it. If you do it on the black, you get rid of the stripe and you make it a big panther. Just let's wear that once a year, twice a year.
You're talking fucking crazy talk now.
Getting Zuni, babe.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to make a proclamation that the Chargers have the best number font in the league.
You think so?
Yeah, that number font is fucking good. Look at those again. Look at those.
Tell me what you think about it. Because I like a lot about it, but I want to know what you like about it.
I like that it's really modern looking, and I like that it's the sharp edge on the one there and the tip of the one. Excuse me, but it's I like the slight italicization almost. If you can do that. Yeah, it's slightly italicized. It is. I don't know, man. It's just, it looks. I need to look at some other numbers.
You gotta look at some numbers
besides just number fucking 10. But
the 15 looks good. The 33 looks good.
Or something.
Yeah, you don't have to struggle through this. This isn't live.
Christ.
This isn't live.
Oh yeah, no. They're good.
It's a really good font. It is. The more numbers that I look at,
yep, the better.
There's a 21 in the current one, and it looks really good.
And he's good. That looks good.
30 looks good. 33 is good.
Single digits look great.
60 looks good.
Yeah, as I was saying, 76, 79.
13,
those look good.
Those are good numbers. I will say
it's the best. I think.
I have a hard time getting away from. Those are really good numbers.
They really are.
You're swaying me a little bit.
Oh man! But let's not forget about the pant stripe and that shoulder stripe. That lightning bolt on the pants. Man, I'm looking at that again. That is fucking great.
You know I love a lightning bolt. Who doesn't love a lightning bolt?
Right.
Lightning, like, it's really good. Look at those Panthers uniforms, though.
Yeah, I did.
Look at the. I'm gonna look at some Panthers numbers.
This is block.
They just have block numbers.
I know.
You've seen
What,
it
with the outline and the color.
I made my decision. I think.
I'm looking at these Panthers again.
I think I wanted this one to be harder too, but it's not.
Well, I think it's still pretty hard.
I can't get it fully hard.
This is where Jay gets hard.
I'm like fully hard.
I like the Panthers. I like the Blues so much. They made the numbers. They tweaked those numbers a little bit. They were almost too big in the Christian McCaffrey era, I think.
Yeah, they were very large.
And I think they've refined them to where they look better.
But the Chargers numbers, they're the best. I think we all can agree on that. And
if we're talking best, no, I
don't care if they're best in the league, but they're
okay.
Between
the two,
I think they're the best.
Between the two, I think they're the best.
And let's look at that helmet, man. That lightning bolt right there. It's a white shell, the lightning bolt, and then the number. You got that same note. They get a nice number
on the lid. The Panthers helmet. I'm not a huge fan of that weird
we
double
like the black,
stripe.
And the black one.
And the silver helmet with the fact that, we talked about it during the podcast earlier where the bust of the Panther ends there. Yeah. I like it a lot better on black.
Yeah,
for sure. The logo, the
100%.
way it looks.
For sure.
I think we can all agree on that. We're going to let's compare pant stripe to pant stripe, man. The Panthers it's a fine pant stripe. It's a fine one, but it's no contest with the lightning bolt.
It's a fine stripe per se.
Per se, yeah, it is. But I'm telling you guys, I think, and I didn't even want to go in this trying to sway you on the fucking Chargers. I mean, I honestly didn't even want the Chargers to win, really. But I'm looking at it.
You're acting like this is over. You're a one.
I'm one, man. They got me. They've got me.
Jay, what are you thinking? You're the one that seems so on the fence. I haven't really shown my hand too much other than.
I think Andy walking me through it. I think I have to go Chargers, because there's just like a one minor thing that I don't like about the Panthers, and it's the silver helmet. The way, and it's not bad. It's just I like the black helmet so much better, and I wish that was their primary helmet.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with the Chargers things. You can't really nitpick anything about it, I feel like.
I will say this about the Chargers.
What do you got?
Oh, first negative thing we've said about the Chargers uniform. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, do you want to come back with Gary to America? Chargers is the perfect uniform. There is nothing wrong with these.
Yeah.
It's a slam dunk.
Yeah. Your prediction was correct, Jay, last week.
Slam dunk. I should have made it more suspenseful last week, but I couldn't help myself. I love the Chargers uniform so much.
They're great.
It's a perfect team. If anything happens to the Vikings, I'm a Chargers fan.
All right.
There you go.
Well, we did it.
And that's based on more than the uniforms. But what a great uniform. What a great uniform.
So
great colors.
What's the trophy that we give to the Chargers for winning the first ever Uni-Bowl? What's it called?
Boy, we should have thought that through. What should it be called?
The first ever Uni-Bowl? Oh, yeah, because we're going to do other sports too, I suppose.
Sure,
yeah. So they've got the Lombardi trophy. What is
maybe
who could we name a trophy?
We should probably name it after like R. Kelly or something.
Not even a running joke, just all of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
The Rob Kelly.
Robert.
How about we call it the Bucko Bruce Memorial Trophy?
That's not bad. Maybe we call it Bucko Bruce.
Or Don Butlis's great trophy.
The Don Butlis Uni-Versed Championship Trophy.
There you go.
There you have it.
What are we going to call it? The Don Butlis Uni-Versed Championship Trophy.
The Don Butlis Championship Trophy, the first ever, goes to
you have it.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Wow.
There it is.
You know, I'm I'm a little surprised with Jason.
In what way?
I mean, not that I didn't think that you would appreciate the Chargers. I didn't see your affection for in this whole process. I didn't see your affection for the Panthers coming at all. I thought you would lean a little more traditional than you did.
Like overall, and like the whole exercise that we've done in the last 7 or 8 episodes or whatever.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe my tastes have changed, or I don't know. Just looking at them in a different light.
Yeah, you know what? I've learned something about myself through this whole process.
Yeah,
totally. I just like a uniform, and I think all uniforms have their place. Maybe not the Titans. I think the Titans are the worst. The Commanders are growing on me a little bit. The Titans are the worst.
Again, I told you.
The numbers looked really shitty when I saw them this weekend when they played the Packers. They don't look good at all. But I think most uniforms have their place. Even like, I almost said there's no such thing as a bad uniform. There is such thing as a bad uniform.
It sure is.
But you can do things different. Like, the Dolphins look really good. The Bills look really good. The Browns look really good. Those are all different. The Chargers, those are all different uniforms.
Yeah.
Very.
But they all have their place. Colors all have their place. That's what I've learned about myself through this journey.
What I've learned is I like NFL jerseys that have word scripts above the numbers. I like it. I don't know why. I just do. I like a white helmet. And
you like a white helmet. See, that's a kind of a traditional thing, though, I feel like.
I guess, yeah.
You do not like Pat.
No.
He's a little too confusing.
No, yeah. Well, I think so. Here's my thing. Back to that, and I think I figured it out. It's as if the Vikings were to put the Viking guy on their helmet instead of just the horn. Like to me, that's what it's like when you're putting the wrong logo on the helmet. I like the logo itself.
It's a weird helmet
doesn't
logo
belong on a helmet.
But now it's to the point where I like it because it's weird. Do you remember? Here's a weird thing. So speaking of that, the Pats had those helmets, and I don't know if it was Pat on the side or the number, but they had like a revolutionary helmet. Like, what are those called? Those triangle helmets.
A tricorn. Like
tricorn.
A tricorn.
Yeah, yes. But that image on a helmet, on the front of the helmet.
What?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No fucking way that sounds.
They sure
like
did.
On the top of the hat.
Or maybe it was on the side. It was on the side. And with the number underneath.
Like they painted like a sticker on top, like
Here.
a tricorn hat.
Here. Did you see it?
No,
Here, I'm going to pull it up. This is what they should have. I'm on board with this now. Daddy's getting excited about this Patriots helmet. You thought Pat was good?
The suspense. What the fuck?
That's better. That's better what they have now. That's better what they have now.
Confusing. It looks like a Batman
like
logo.
a bat.
It does look like a bat. I will say that. It looks like a bat, and that's what I thought it was.
Bat to bat.
What we're looking at here, listeners, is a white
bat hat,
white shell, gray face mask, blue tricorn hat above the number in red, and the tricorn hat looks like a bat. It really does.
Yeah,
it does. It for sure does. But it's I don't know if this one is real.
It's not.
I'm not going to go down that road, but I like it. I think I like it. I like it.
So this is an actual helmet that they wore at some point?
Yes, I believe so. Here. No. There's one that I've found in my image searches too that's like
look at that fucking number is just right over the ear hole. And that tricorn hat is right on top of that number. It's like
there's no room there.
The number they're wearing the hat.
Andy, what have you learned about yourself through this journey?
Well, I've learned a couple things, guys. I think I've learned that I like bold colored uniforms more than I thought I did. Like the Dolphins and the Panthers and the Chargers. And I also learned that some days I like blue and orange as a color combo, and some days I don't.
Yeah.
But most importantly, I've just reaffirmed what I already knew about myself is that I like a good Zuni uniform. You know,
Yeah.
I like a Commander's uniform. I like a Seahawks uniform.
You just like different.
I just like different stuff. Those Jags uniforms are different in a different way, and I like those.
Yeah. What's your number one uniform in the NFL
I think
outside of our
I
ranking?
think we just did it. I think we just
You
did
like the
it.
Chargers?
I don't know. There's maybe, probably.
Probably.
There's
so many good ones. There's so
there,
much.
There really is. It's hard. This was hard to pick.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to even think about one that's better at this point since we just went through this whole exercise.
Yeah, I don't think there is unless. Well, Jay, what do you think? Do you have a differing
Like the
opinion?
Steelers, of course.
No, I mean, I think the Chargers would have beaten out any other team in that bracket to me. So they've got to be the best in the NFL.
Yeah, I think we did it right. I think we let the best uniforms win, and they did.
Yeah, I agree.
Roll credits. Now, what's your favorite wax wing?
Ooh,
what is your favorite wax wing? I like. Well, you've got two varieties really. You got your cedars and you got your bohemians.
And the only two. Do you think is there the Japanese wax wing? We got to look at that one now.
Yeah, but that ain't going to be over here. You ain't going to see that.
Does that matter? Oh, geez, I wish it was. It looks cool.
You're a citizen of the world here.
Yeah.
Word.
Oh, it's a cool one.
Are you sharing it, or I'm looking it up? I
share
can't
it.
help myself. Oh, it's not that much different than the old.
It's not.
Bohemian.
This is the picture there, though.
You know, I was nervous we weren't going to have enough content after after we didn't record a whole bunch, and then we just added an hour to Jay's editing.
Yeah. So Japanese wax wing has more red in it.
Look at the blue wings.
Yeah, look at the legs. Look at the blue legs.
I like that.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
You know what I like most about wax wings is they have an almost like airbrushed look to them. Like
they do.
Yeah, you want to talk about
like
gradients.
Very subtle gradients that go throughout their whole body color patterns. It's really cool,
and they're very like the majority of their bodies earth tony, and you get these little tastes of colors here and there, and it's just like tastefully done. These are tastefully.
Like in the wings and the tail feathers and stuff, but it's like a not symmetrical. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it's very like geometrical little bits of color, you know, which is really cool. That and the sleek eye mask that going on, and I mean, that's just cool. It's a handsome bird.
It's a handsome bird.
Yeah,
who doesn't love it? See, the Washington Commanders should have been the wax wings. They really could have done. Can you imagine?
Are you just trying to get that in there in case we missed it earlier?
No, but
just recapping.
Recapping.
Okay,
we're rebranding the Commanders to the Wax Wings.
The Washington Wax Wings. That'd be great. That's a great name. There needs to be more bird mascots in the NFL anyway. So add that one in.
Bird mascots that's a slam dunk.
Really
People love a bird. People love a image of a bird. People love a fighting bird. Throw some more wings on some helmets.
You know what?
Can't lose.
A great bird mascot would be for any sports team? A shrike.
A shrike? I'm not familiar with the shrike.
A shrike is like a songbird-sized bird, but it is a murder bird that kills like mice and insects and things like that, and it impales them onto sharp sticks to save them for later, or sometimes they impale them on barbed wire.
Really?
They're like the most metal birds that exist.
That's
A
crazy.
shrike, and they're like songbird size,
Yeah, they're like, a little bit
like a
smaller.
waxwing.
Yeah, like waxwing size.
Wow,
Right there.
Yeah, it just impales that other dead bird on a.
that's such an unassuming bird too.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it cool?
Like, oh, this looks like nothing more than a
It's-
chickadee type
Yeah,
bird.
a little chickadee-ish, yeah.
Wrong.
Wrong.
It's
It's
just
like a
hanging.
mouth.
It's dead.
It's hanging. It's dead,
for
like
all
on
to see.
sharp branches and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Look at that. It's badass.
I like that. That's a
Yeah, we'll get northern shrikes up here in Minnesota. We might get others too, but I know for sure we get northern shrikes.
that's very cool.
You know, speaking of murder birds, we had a few years ago. I built a little birdhouse that I had a bunch of scrap wood shit, and I was, put it hanging up on our deck, and this is before I, started learning things about birds, and I was like, oh, those are nice looking. I have a birds of North America book, and I was looking it up. I was like, oh, okay, well, a house sparrow. And, for a while we had, tons of birds around, and then suddenly it was just fucking house sparrows. And I was looking it up and realizing that they're fucking assholes. They're territorial, like they take over everything, like other birds' things, and they fucking peck the skulls out of other birds.
Are you sure that aren't house wrens you're talking about?
No, it's a house sparrow, baby. You gotta look it up. It's crazy. And
I know house wrens do that for sure. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sparrows do that too.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Jay, for what it's worth. I think.
No, they're shut up, Gary. It's definitely a house sparrow. I looked it up in the fucking book. No, just complete assholes though, and there tons of them though. That, and I think, Jay, what do you think about? There was I know the cowbird is one of those that lays its eggs in another bird's nest and makes it raise it.
Yeah, those are cowbirds that do that.
Right. There was we had a situation like that going on with the nest underneath our deck. You can look through the slats and see a little nest under there. It's there every year, but I think there were robin eggs in there, and then there was this one fucking different colored egg in there that was bigger, just camped out in there. And I was like, okay, and then I saw the robin's eggs like splatted on the ground around there too. So I didn't know if could have been a house sparrows being assholes, or it could have been
It could have been the cowbirds just getting the other eggs out of there.
Right. It's interesting though. Some of those birds are just complete assholes.
Nest parasite is what those.
That's right.
Called.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right. Little bird nerd talk for you.
Oh, bird nerd talk.
Yeah.
Well, boys, are we ready to call it quits for the night?
I think so. We have our king of the NFL uniforms, and
King of the NFL.
now I got to go back to talking news and God knows what.
Yeah, we'll have to figure something out. Maybe we'll have to do one of
We'll
these.
have to talk about the
NHL or
NBA. We'll have to talk
NBA.
about the NBA at some point. We didn't touch on the City Connects,
Yeah. Well,
but we've got a whole
got
list of sports.
I think we've got lots to talk about. We've got I'd like to do the maybe a little transitional episode in a couple weeks where we do I want to do the fictional teams.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Fictional team uniforms. Talk about, we should each bring in like
True. Each bring up 3.
3, and we can talk about them and
Cool.
say we can talk about what we like. Yeah. Anyway,
I got it. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to?
Do you have your passport and do you get your shots to go to England?
You know,
Europe, Andy?
I do have my passport. I just got some shots last week.
You're all set.
You're all ready to
You're
go.
all set to go.
Yeah.
It's Rob to Europe.
Go with Rob. You got your passport. You got your shots. What else do you need?
That's all you need.
Just Rob.
It's Rob. Anyway, yeah, that's the plan.
That it's Thanksgiving.
Then it's Thanksgiving.
You guys coming up? We're hosting Thanksgiving, very Uni-Versed Thanksgiving at our house. Catherine doesn't know yet, but we're gonna throw a turkey in the oven for us. A tofurkey for Jason.
Oh, cool.
It's a pizza.
Oh boy, yeah, pizza is really what I want.
Jay's Thanksgiving pizza.
And we'll record live at the table.
Down here. I'll take you guys. We won't record upstairs.
Okay, we'll eat. We'll have to eat at the dinner. I mean, I was thinking we record while we eat. So can we bring food down there?
Sure, whatever you want down here.
Whatever.
It's like a man zone.
The man zone.
You know the rules.
What can you do
What are
there?
the rules? What are the rules of the man zone, Robbie K?
Whatever you want to do, it's up to them.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's the rules.
Mm-hmm. That is the rules.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we're still standing. We'll see what happens after Tuesday. So
Yeah.
We'll see after the New Year.
We might not have a
show. Hey,
We'll all be rounded up into camps because we're
Hey,
subversive.
you know what? We might need to get our passport and our shots.
We might need to
get us. Listen.
All right. Hey, all right, Rob, take us out.
No.
I got it. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Who wants to come back with us to America?
Beautiful. America.
Beautiful.
There we go.
I mean, what a great artist.
What a great artist.
Listen, you can
Good
separate
dude,
the
too.
art. If you can separate the person from the art, Trump's pretty funny.
And we'll see you in a few weeks, everyone.
Weeks. Bye.
Bye.
Today's episode was written and produced by Jay Danger, Andy Downs, and Gary Brandville. Our theme music is Stuck in a Funk by Liam Conger. Check him out on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube. Uni-Versed can be found on social media. We are uni.versed.podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Email us at universed.pod@gmail.com.